What's up, Todd Squad? We're back with a special episode today. I have a three-piece for you guys.
So, without further ado, we have Cherry Float Coca-Cola. This is high octane, regular, 260 calories per bottle. I know this doesn't match the format as we normally intend it, but this is a special one, so I wanted to go ahead and give it a try. After that, we have Pepsi's answer to that. This is zero sugar, wild cherry, and cream. I'm very interested in this one, and so can't wait. And lastly, we have Diet Cherry Coke. I feel like I haven't seen this in years. I might have seen it when I was a kid, but honestly, I'm struggling to remember it. I've seen a lot of Coke Zero Cherry, so this might be a throwback. I might not have ever had this. I'm very interested to get this, try this. Might be nostalgic for me. So, we're gonna start with the cherry float.
First thoughts here, I have the Cherry Float Coca-Cola. It's labeled here new. Brand new stuff. It's cherry vanilla flavored with other natural flavors. Do like the label. Looks pretty good. It contains no dairy, so lactose intolerant, don't matter. You can have this. So we're gonna get a good crack, and then we're gonna rate it. Not a great crack. First things first, you get that cherry Coke Zero smell. It smells a lot like that. I'm not really surprised by the smell. Seems pretty good. Let's give it a try. That's really tasty. Now, granted, this is the full throttle, high octane, full sugared, 260 calories per bottle. So I'd expect it to be good for all that. Has a lot of real estate in your diet. But this is very tasty. I prefer this to your regular cherry Coke, and I love cherry Coke. So this is a win for me. I really like this stuff. As far as on the 0 to diet Pepsi scale, this is a 0. It's got calories. It's not a 0 sugar. It doesn't count. It's disqualified. All right, so now I'm going to move on to the Cherry Diet Coke. So, get in the comments. Say if this has ever been a thing or not. I don't recall this ever being a real product, but I could be totally wrong. I don't have an infallible memory. But, I mean, you got your standard Diet Coke label, just with the little cherry twist. Everything else is exactly as you'd expect it. Same color scheme and everything. Solid 8 out of 10 bottle. Looks good. Let's try for the snap. Gosh. I just hate these plastic bottles. They don't have the snap like you want them to. I do gotta say that the steam coming off of this bottle is very enticing. That looked really great. Ooh. Cherry's turned down on this one. Much lower than the cherry float Coca-Cola full throttle. Now, without further ado, the taste. That's classic. This is exactly what you want and expect from a Diet Cherry Coke. I gotta say, it's better than the Coke Zero Cherry stuff. This right here, it's 9 out of 10. This is great. And now, for the final product, we have Pepsi Zero Sugar, Wild Cherries, and Cream. I keep saying cherries, it's cherry and cream. Kind of a weird name. You would expect to say cherries and cream. Is there just one cherry in here? Hard to say. I do love the can. The can is the most original, like packaging out of the three that I've reviewed so far. So you got your good classic Pepsi logo, a couple cherries here. So even they think there's multiple cherries in this cherry soda. I like the back of it. Nice, sleek black design. Just looks all around great. Gotta say, this is great packaging from Pepsi. And now we're gonna go for the snap. And it's kind of at a, oh God, I just had a weak burp from the Diet Coke. We're gonna bring that Diet Coke rating down to an 8 out of 10. But I do feel like we're playing on an uneven playing field here because this is a can and cans always have great pops. So let's go ahead and get the pop. 10 out of 10. I wish I could have found cans of the others. I prefer cans every single time just because the pop is so much better. I'd say, you know, probably glass bottle to can. Plastic bottle's trash. It is literally garbage. It's usually covered in forever plastics, so, you know, it's also poison. This only has heavy metals, which is heavy as shit. Recalibrate here. The scent is the weakest of the three. I can hardly smell any cherry in this. The coloring, you got your nice caramel brown. I don't see any kind of hint of red in this at all. You'll have to take my word for it because there's no way I can tilt this for the camera to see. So without further ado, the taste test. That's super good. This has been the best taste test I've had in a long time. Gotta say, this for me, it's right there with a regular Diet Pepsi. This is great. This is a fantastic drink. You should get it. Out of the three, this was my favorite. But, you know, again, I prefer the cans to the plastic bottles. Great Pepsi burp. So that brings us to the conclusion of the video. We tried the Coca-Cola Cherry Float regular soda. That's a 0 out of 10, disqualified. It's not a zero sugar, 0 calorie drink. It can't really get rated on the Todd scale. After that, we had the Diet Coke Cherry. That was an 8 out of 10. Very solid drink. It felt like nostalgia. It felt like a nice warm hug. And finally, we had my favorite of the day, the Pepsi Zero Sugar Wild Cherry and Cream. 10 out of 10. Great drink. I do have to thank my Todd squad. I really am nothing without you guys. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for watching every single video. You guys really are the reason I do this. And you know, if you haven't already joined up with the Todd squad, just make sure you ring the bell, hit the like button, subscribe, leave a hate comment, start an argument with someone, and you know, I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.